Very close but disappointing 3-2 defeat at home to Tavi in the league today. What was your initial thoughts on the game?
Obviously disappointed to lose the game. We're normally so solid at home and not very often we lose here. I thought the first half we were poor, deserved to be behind. But we spoke to the lads at half time and we needed a reaction, and I thought the second half we were the better side. We created the better chances, and I thought a 2-1, once Jack scored the goal, I thought there's only going to be one winner, and I felt like the key decisions went against us, to be honest with you. They're third. I'd like to see it again. I thought he was offside. Obviously then Jack Bowyer going down, which I thought was a stonewall penalty. That made it 2-0, and then at the end, the guy's clearly handballed the ball on the line, and he hasn't been sent off for it. 5 minutes to go, 3-2. You never know. So I just felt, the effort and the work rate second half was excellent. And I thought on another day we could have got something from it.
You say you thought your side was poor in the first half, though, but it was still a very even half and certainly end to end. So from that sense, possibly a bit unlucky to be 2 down at the break.
When I say poor, we could have done things better. I think like Broglino's hit the bar twice, or at the post. He's hit the bar and then he's had a shot from distance. We had some good chances, but I thought they kept the ball better than us, and they looked more of a threat. We were in the game, but just our quality wasn't there, and the strikers didn't have a lot to feed off, and most of our better chances come from either set places or long distance shots, which you've seen Broggy do.
Yeah, as you said, 2-2 at half time, and then a good response in the second half first of all to get a goal back from Jack Bowyer with a good header.
Yeah, I thought we were excellent second half. I couldn't fault the effort of the boys. I thought all over the park we were fantastic, and it was just crying out for that equaliser. But like I said, unfortunate to go 3-1 down. Sort of killed us really, and then even at the end I thought we were still going to nick it. But just one of those days. You mentioned
a couple of moments, one of them being when Jack Bowyer went down and was hoping for a penalty but ended up getting a yellow card for it.
Yeah, there was two attempts on him. I thought the first one was a stonewall one, and he tried to carry on and then he's gone down. They always say about players trying to stay on their feet, and again I'd love to see it back, but I don't want to make too many comments, but I thought that was a big call.
And then to go 3-1 down, you'd think at the time maybe kill it though, but with Jack Crago stealing his hat-trick, he obviously had a good game today. Yeah,
I suppose it's one of those ones actually he scored a hat-trick, but I think that's probably all we've done actually. I know it's a horrible thing to say, but it was a tough one to take really. Like I said, 3-1, I thought we were dead and buried then. I thought it took the stuffing out of us, but I thought we responded excellent again. I thought Joshy and Broggy in the middle of the park were excellent, dynamic, made things happen. I thought the boys up front worked the nuts off, so it was a disappointing one.
And obviously come back, get the 3-2, get a penalty, or for the ball's gone in, but the whistle's gone and he's given a penalty for what was a handball on the line. Your thoughts on the initially the decision with the handball?
Yeah, frustrating, wasn't it? You could have a number of sending off really. The tackle was a foul, then he's handballed it on the line, then Broggy's put it in, then he's given the penalty, and then you just think surely it's going to be 10 men for the last 5 minutes, but he didn't even book him. It was frustrating, and then obviously then fair play to him, they saw the game out, but I think the biggest thing for us is we can't give teams 2-0 head start, especially teams like Tavistock. But like I said, overall I was pleased with the boys, but just really disappointed with going 2 down.
They made the decision not to make any subs in the game. Was there any particular reason why you felt not to make any changes?
One of those games actually, really. It was quite a tight game, and tough conditions, heavy pitch, the weather, and I thought everyone out there was playing excellent, so it was a tough one to change really, and I know the boys are going to be disappointed, but yeah, it was a tough one to who to change.